the fuck is that guy?
I make my own moves, yeah, I'm bossing.
All weak bitches, please proceed to the exit.
Is there no one else? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We are Not For The Weak.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Not For The Week. It's your boy James.
It's your boy Fuckboy Fitness.
And we're back at it. Episode 67. No Jeremy today. He's out there making that cash.
Slinging the cars, baby.
But we'll get right into the episode. Let's go.
Fuck. Oh, yeah. Saluted.
Saluted.
Yeah, he always says saluted or whatever.
Those glutes are not to be saluted.
He seems like, to me, like... I mean, I have no idea. Again, sometimes it's just so hard to tell these days, but he seems like somebody... I don't know about these last ones. He seems like somebody to me that could just be like a lifetime natural. Or maybe he fucked with something and...
You never know nowadays. There's so many different people. Yeah. And there's SARMs, and there's so many different... like, what do you determine as natural now? Like,
dude, honestly...
Is natural, like, even if you did testosterone, is natural, like, if your testosterone's outside of a normal level? Or, like...
I think if you've ever put... I don't know. You can go back and forth with it. Like, I think some people will argue it and be like, if you've ever taken anything, like if you've ever taken anything at all, even if you're not even on it anymore, you're no longer natural. And that's kind of...
I can agree with that, but then I can also say, like, well, technically, like, caffeine and, you know, what if you took an over-the-counter test booster? Like,
well, you
don't know if that shit works or not.
Dude, it's such a interesting topic. Like, there's that James kid, the one that fucking Jonathan was going at. He posted this video. He's like, everybody's saying that I take MK677 or whatever, which is like the growth, which is like, I'm pretty sure it's a SARM that like increases your growth hormone or like it allows it to enhance. Somebody was saying it's not a SARM, but it definitely increases your appetite and specifically like your growth hormone in your body. And James was like, yeah, I didn't take that. Somebody put that in my comments, blah, 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 like yada, yada, yada. He's like, I took a peptide, which was called B something, some weird name or whatever. He took a peptide because he had a fucked up hamstring and he was, apparently it's supposed to specifically help with like tissue recovery or whatever. He's like, it didn't work, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, that's the thing. It's like, dude, you got people like, you got what's like, the guy that, or, who plays Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, or whatever. Didn't he?
Oh,
like,
if you're in Hollywood, you've definitely done it.
Yeah.
Like if you've taken your shirt off on camera, you've definitely done something. I feel like like there's no reason not to. Like you're gonna look phenomenal on screen.
Right.
Like HD cameras, people are gonna look at you on a big ass screen. Obviously, you're gonna be on something.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to look unnatural. Like, you're supposed to be portraying, like, especially like a superhero like Wolverine, you're supposed to be like supernatural.
Yeah. It's kind of to a point where I was actually thinking about this a couple days ago. I'm actually kind of to a point where I feel like unless somebody has just these even then like top tier genetics, I'm not really impressed with natural physiques. Like, like, you know, on me personally. Like,
that's why nobody watches the Natural Olympia.
No, it's like, and it was in the, I think, Generation Iron, the first one, the Ben Pakulski or whatever his name is. He was saying, he's like, people are talking about how bodybuilders are so big now. Like, we're just growing and growing and growing. And it's like, because people like to come to these events because they don't want to see people that look like them. They want to see like freaks. They want to, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want to see some dude that's 170 pounds shredded.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
Because you can go to any beach in America and see somebody that looks maybe not as shredded.
Yeah.
But just pretty close.
Right. Well, and that's the crazy thing is that's what's so eye-opening about going to expos and going to events like this is that's what's really eye-opening. You're like, oh, shit, that dude's not like how I thought, you know.
Well,
like
it's the same thing with, like, the fitness industry just in general, dude. Like... And like social media, like everybody on social media is a fitness guru or wants to be like some fitness model. And it's like, I'll see it all the time. I'll see like these, and it's no disrespect to anybody. Like if that's your goal, you want to be a fitness model. Like I'm not hating on that, but I'll go on like online and I'll see dudes with like super like average physiques or chicks with super average physiques look like they've maybe worked out for maybe a year,
right? And
they have this fitness page and they're like trying to be a fitness model. And it's like, I applaud you, keep doing your thing, but you look like 99.9% of everybody out there at this point in time. Like there is no like especially now that fitness has become such a movement, like it's popular now.
Yeah.
It's way more popular than it's ever been, and so there's more and more people actually working out and getting fit.
Yeah.
There's more and more people that look really good, and the average person now looks really freaking good.
Yeah.
Like you go to an expo, you see a bunch of dudes that look really good, and
Yeah.
they aren't with any company. They're just some average dude that works a 9 to 5 and hits the gym with his boys 5 days a week.
100%. Yeah, and that applies to freaking that. What was I? I was just watching I think I was watching just some random game that was on. I think it was MLS soccer, and I was like, I can't remember what teams were playing, but I was just like, it's so the same thing. It's the same thing. Like everybody's getting. It's basically just an influx of everybody's just getting. There's getting to be more and more people that are either really good or about it. Like you know how there used to be like Michael Jordan. Let's change the topic for let's go to like the NBA. Like Michael Jordan was just like ahead of his time. Like compared, or there might have been a few other people that could kind of hang with him, in the NBA. And now
But he was
the
on
NBA,
a separate level.
it's
from
like
everybody.
I feel like now in the NBA, like everybody's so damn good. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. Like now there's LeBron James. There's certain athletes that still stand out, of course, but like now I feel like there's all these point guards are like equally as good, or it's just
there's a lot more. It's a much bigger game than it was when Michael Jordan was a player.
Right.
There's better food, there's better weight room, there's better training, there's better youth programs.
Yeah.
There's all a number of factors, and so now you're going to see this influx of people. And it's just the quality of talent across the board is way better.
100%.
Like maybe there's not somebody at Jordan's level.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue like LeBron and Kobe and all that, but
Yeah.
like now there's more guys that are on that second level, like that, like all-star level, like that if you would put them, in Michael Jordan's era,
Yeah.
they'd be,
Right.
they'd be big-time stars still. They'd be dominating.
100%. I remember this is a little interesting, going back to talking about the bodybuilding side of things. There's a little clip, and I think it might have been on Kai Green's page, or it might have been a YouTube video, where Kai Green was basically saying that, talking about like what we're talking about, how there's so many people that are just getting to be really good. There's so many bodybuilders that are all getting really good and getting big and shredded and shit like that. And he talked about Ronnie Coleman and how there's just certain individuals who just have something different, though. Like they have
100%.
They have this like mental switch that they can flip off and on, or something else that they can tap into. And he was using Ronnie Coleman as an example
100%.
because Ronnie Coleman was just, across the board, like strength, conditioning, everything. He just, and and maybe people will make the argument his body kind of paid for it a little bit, a little down the line. But he's even said it, he wouldn't change anything, that he did. But just that different, like.
Well, there's fucking different genetics. There's people. Not everyone is created the same.
Right.
Like if you put Michael Jordan, going back to Michael Jordan, if you put Michael Jordan, in the 1950s, he's still a superstar. You put Michael Jordan in the NBA today, he's still a superstar.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what generation he grew up in. He has different work ethic, different mentality. He's still going to be successful. And it's the same thing. Like Ronnie Coleman, if you put Ronnie Coleman, like if Ronnie Coleman was coming up in today's day and age, he would still be a top tier Mr. Olympia competitor. Like he maybe he wouldn't win as many Mr. Olympias, who knows, but he would still be a top level competitor.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter the time frame.
It's like when it's so that 90s era specifically is so crazy. Like what Dorian Yates, I think, was the one who was saying. I can't remember. I think he was actually on a podcast when he said it. He was saying how, I think it was on the Joe Rogan podcast. He was, or something like that.
It might have been Joe Rogan.
He was
on
basically
Joe
saying,
Rogan not too long ago.
He was like, Brandon Curry winning this last Olympia, he's like, he wouldn't have even have been like a top 5 in like the 90s or something like that. And that's kind of, we can argue that for sure, because it's just the 90s was just when the mass was kind of the big thing, was just being fucking huge.
Yeah.
And just, but also their conditioning was insane. Like their conditioning was just,
But I've also heard, who was I hearing talk about that? Lee Priest was talking about that. He was talking about how, like, somebody recently was talking about how the new generation is way better than the 90s, and like there's
Really?
way more guys in more condition or whatever.
Yeah.
And Lee Priest went on to talk about how like the quality of video and photography is way better now, like the high definition cameras. And so like if you look at like a Polaroid from the 90s,
Yeah.
like that shit looks fuzzy as hell. Like you can't see any striations like or graininess really. Like
Yeah.
they all look the same. So it's like the quality of the photo and technology just in general, like now you can see way more.
Right. That's the crazy thing too, is when I've gone back and I've watched like Pumping Iron and stuff like that. Okay, that golden era might have been, it was a different look. I still love it. And that's a look I'd rather, I'm the first of all genetically I don't even think even if I really wanted to, like I could fucking look like some of these open bodybuilders. Like that's a different topic, but like Arnold, dude, like when I'd watch those videos of him working out, yes, the video quality you have to take into consideration, like the cameras that they were working with, and he still looked shredded as fuck.
No, he looked great
on camera, like like he's still like his chest is all.
But you're
striated.
not. He may be way grainier than we know.
That's
but
what
like you're not going to see like the thinness of the skin necessarily through like some of those videos. Like they all look super plump and like I don't know.
Yeah.
Not saying they look like soft, but they all look very balloon-like. They all look very big.
Right.
It's very hard to see like graininess and grittiness to the skin. Not that that's a bad thing either, though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I agree. I like the golden era physiques, and I think that's why bodybuilding is kind of steering back towards that. With you see the classic physiques.
It kind of makes
division.
It's an interesting topic, is a lot of these golden era bodybuilders and stuff like that. I think that there was a fine line between training almost too much and training too hard and putting your body under so much stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was it? It was like for example, like I don't know. It's just obviously just knowing your body, and that's just, and we're all learning like what works for us and like what methods work for us the best. But I don't know, dude. Like I don't know. Obviously, first of all, talking about like the drugs that they were using back then, or like even if some of them, even if they were, how they were measured out, the training and stuff like that. Like it's so crazy. Like I think that just some people like I think a lot of people like now, and just a lot of people in general, just take shit too seriously, like or take shit like, and what I mean by that is like when Ronnie Coleman came to Kevin Levrone, like, and I think it was in the Ronnie Coleman documentary, and he was like, "How are you winning all these shows?" He's like, "How are you winning all these shows? Like, I'm so confused. Like, I'm eating like my food like on point, like everything's correct, like everything that I'm doing is correct, like." And then he's like,
Kevin was saying that to Ronnie?
Kevin said that to Ronnie. Sorry, Ronnie came to Kevin because Kevin was winning all these shows. And this was before Ronnie had won the first, like it was like 94. He won his first Olympia or 90 or something crazy, like 97. I don't even know, somewhere. But Ronnie Coleman was frustrated because he's like, I'm traveling around. I have all my meals prepped. Everything's like perfect. And I just don't understand like why I'm not winning, basically. And that was when Kevin had him like drink like vodka, like had him like, and I'm not encouraging like, hey, don't like,
He's the original fuckboy fitness.
Yeah. Like but basically was telling him like, no, you're probably so freaking stressed out. Like just chill, dude. He's like, take a shot with me or whatever and just chill. And that's, I don't know. That's why it's just like, that conversation could go just so many different ways, but just stress impacts everything, and just finding like what works for you. And then you could make that argument where you're like, well, Dorian Yates would go in and murder himself in the gym. Yeah, but apparently he's saying that he would do that 4 times a week. Mm-hmm. And then he'd have, all that other time to recover. So he'd like go in the gym and like destroy himself for like 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then he'd, so it's just, I don't know. I think people basically where I was going with that long ass tangent is some people just do too much. I don't know.
Well, there is a balance. You definitely have to be committed to it to an extent. Like you have to, be committed to your meals. You can't go out every weekend and party and stuff.
100%.
But yeah, there is an element of enjoyment. Like if you're just grinding away and it's not a fun process, and you're not like taking any time to enjoy the little things. Yeah, I could definitely see where you'd start wearing yourself down, and like it would have negative effects on you.
I think that exactly like what you're saying too is like the thing is you do have to work hard when you are training or you're work. It's grind time. Like that's when you know. But that what I think a lot of people don't really optimize their training is in the recovery, I guess, side of things.
Oh, 100%.
And so it's like when you're working out, like I mean, shit, dude. Like when I did legs with you the other day, I was like, gosh, dang. Like there's times where I think I'm training hard, and then I come work out with you, and I'm like, fuck. Like I gotta like get back in it, and just outside of the gym. What are things looking like outside of the gym? Am I sleeping enough? Am I drinking enough water? Am I eating enough? Probably not. Yeah. So.
Most definitely not. Like even me, like dude, I don't stretch nearly enough. And for like the last month, I haven't really been stretching. It's starting to take a toll, dude. Like my body hurts. Yeah. It's like, damn it, dude. You did this to yourself. Right. You're just sitting on the couch watching Netflix instead of stretching like an idiot.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I think I really do need to start like on a daily basis, like incorporate like, I mean, not even at the gym, like warming up before I work out.
No, just even at home, dude, watching TV or like, and that's the thing is it's like, it's such simple stuff. Yeah. But it's literally like, it's the easiest thing in the world. Like 20 minutes. Right. You don't have 20 minutes to stretch? Yeah. Fuck no. Of course you have 20 minutes to stretch. Right. Are you going to take that 20 minutes to stretch?
Yeah. That's the big thing. I mean, and I'm starting to, I can tell this last couple of years, my hips, like my abductors and stuff like that.
It's all that fucking.
Dude, what's been, I can tell being affected is my fucking because of my tight hip. Like my tight hips are just like,
I can't get in.
I'm like, God, like, dude. Oh, fucking A. Yeah, no, that's a real thing.
Like cramp.
It's terrible, dude. I'll be fucking like talking about Wesley's sex life. Here we go. So I'll just, whatever. I'll be like on top or like I'll be like hitting it from the back and I'm like, dude, my hips are so tight. Like I can only be in this position for so long. I'm like, this is sad. I'm 25. Like what the fuck, dude? Like I'm not even that old. Yeah, so anyways, stretch, people. Drink your water and stretch. I don't take very good care of myself, apparently. But yeah,
stretch so that you can have better sex, Wes.
100%. It is, and that having those hips, and girls like that shit. If you got some hips that move, especially for whether you're dancing, having sex, girls like that shit.
Yeah, if you can't move your hips, man, you're fuck out of luck,
dude.
Speaking of moving our hips and getting our dance on, we're doing this podcast in Oregon right now, when we should be doing this in fucking Ohio.
I'm so salty. I'm so fucking salty about this and we're this could be a controversial thing because I'm sure we're going to talk about why they canceled it.
Well, yeah, we were supposed to be in Ohio for the Arnold.
Yep.
The biggest fitness expo of the year. We were so pumped for this.
Yes.
Booked our tickets months ago. Had all these collaborations lined up. Had some podcast guests we were going to get. It was going to be sick.
Going to meet freaking so many people. Hit some workouts.
And then the coronavirus.
Dude.
Fucking coronavirus.
The fucking coronavirus. I know. And the thing is you're going to... I don't even give a fuck, dude. If people want to, people can blast me or say that this is controversial to talk about. Here's the thing, okay? I had a flu this year. No, it was going into this year. That probably, I'm not even exaggerating right now. Like probably it was somebody with a weakened immune system or like an elderly person or something. It may have killed that person. I'm not even kidding. It was a terrible flu.
Took you down, huh?
It took me down like bad. It was like right before my birthday or right before this year. And it took me down. Like sicknesses go around. That the thing it's part of life.
Part of life, dude.
Yeah.
That's why you get vaccinations.
You take care of yourself and you're like, oh, what fuckboy fitness talk about taking care of himself? Well, hey, like
still here, bitches.
I'm still fucking here, all right? Been on this earth 25 years. But yeah, no, like I'm just bummed out about it because the thing is I think it's always when there's something new going around. When there's something new,
it's so like, blown out of proportion. It's so ridiculous.
Social media made this coronavirus so terrifying to people. Like it really did. And I'm not trying to downplay the fact that people are passing away, but look at the people that are passing away. Like I was saying, it's going to be people who have maybe autoimmune disorders. I don't know if like infants or like young children are dying.
100%. They're susceptible. I don't know if any kids in the U.S. I don't know if any kids have died.
Right.
I know a bunch of old people have died.
A lot of elderly people.
Which is super fucking sad.
Yeah, of course.
Super sad. But you know what?
Right.
This sounds cold.
Right.
But people die.
100%. People die every day.
People die. Someone just died right now.
Just like that.
Right now.
Yeah.
From some ridiculous thing. They probably died obesity.
Right.
Heart attack, diabetes. They probably got stabbed.
Yeah.
Somebody just fucking died.
Yeah.
You know what? A lot of people die every single day. And not that many people have died of corona.
No.
Even if you count worldwide.
Yeah.
So many more people have died from other things.
Right.
Obesity.
Right.
Fucking just, oh my goodness. Like
Obesity.
the flu, the regular ass flu.
Dude, we got people with HIV and you know what I'm saying, that are people. Yeah, we got so many people with HIV and AIDS and stuff like that. We still nobody's wearing condoms. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not saying don't, you know, wear condoms.
No, but everyone's
like,
buying a fucking
yeah,
mask.
but
Nobody's putting on a condom to not get gonorrhea.
Fuck, bro. Yeah, dude. Or yeah, like, you know, it's just.
Speaking of,
yeah.
I was on Twitter yesterday, and or no, it was late last week, and there was some school. I guess a school in Alabama. They actually have a Twitter account for the school district.
Oh, nice.
And they were talking about how the school was closed because of the outbreak of gonorrhea.
Of gonorrhea?
They're like, no school this Friday due to the gonorrhea epidemic.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's so people like gonorrhea, chlamydia. Hey, I've said it on the podcast before. I've had chlamydia twice. Like, just go get. The thing is, you don't have symptoms usually, but just go get checked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're like
simple solution right here. Wrap your shit up.
Wrap your shit up, dude. You know?
You're out here buying fucking Corona masks,
My
but you're not
God.
wrapping your dick.
Yeah, what at one point it was like, oh, like 63 people were infected in the U.S. or something like that. Everybody's freaking out.
Well,
everyone's
you know,
freaking the fuck
everyone's
out.
freaking out, and everyone goes back. Like some dude on Twitter was getting on me about like how China, like how many people had died in China,
Yeah.
and like a lot of people have died in China, and like China's doing a lot of quarantine
Yeah.
and like made a lot of hospitals. You got to look at it. China's population is 4 times the size of the U.S.
Yeah.
So even though like that many people have died, like in comparison to the U.S.,
Yeah.
it's not that high. Like
And
a
how-
percentage number of their people. You know what I mean?
And the country of China is how big?
It's pretty fucking big, dude.
It's like, I was trying to, for some reason I was thinking, is it?
And also, parts of China
Yeah.
are basically still third world country.
Right.
Like they don't like there are parts of China that do not have indoor plumbing and that
Yeah.
do not have like good sanitation or hygiene practices because they lack running water. They lack, indoor plumbing. They lack all this shit.
Right.
And they also have different diet practices
Yeah.
than us. You know what I mean? So comparing like this outbreak, obviously, if you don't have indoor plumbing, you can't wash your hands, you can't do this.
Right.
Like, obviously, shit's gonna spread.
Yeah.
We're in the U.S. We have indoor plumbing. We're fucking one of the most, well-off countries in the world.
Yeah.
We have all the resources to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
We have a really healthy population of people that work out and take care of themselves, eat good, sleep well, and wash their hands, wash their ass, don't cough on people. We're not overly populated as a whole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, obviously shit's going to spread over there.
Yeah.
All right? That doesn't mean it's going to spread like that here.
Yeah. And the other thing too is even going as far, and yes, hashtag wash your ass, wash your hands. But the thing
Wash
is,
your ass first and then wash your hands.
and then wash your hands. Keep it clean.
Don't wash your hands and then wash your ass because then you got to wash your fucking hands again.
Yeah, that's counterproductive, But the thing is where I was kind of my opinion on it is it's like, well, this is kind of a tricky one. But the thing is with that being said, with everything how we feel about the coronavirus is like, for the most part, we take pretty good care of ourselves. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
health wise. So it's like, nope, absolutely not. I think that's a fake number. But, but we take pretty good care of ourselves. We drink our water, we exercise regularly, we take our multivitamins, shit like that, like fucking, and we were willing to travel still to take the risk to travel and go to this expo. And I just feel like people, you could come at this and be like, well, people are irresponsible, and maybe somebody doesn't know that they have the virus, and they go to this expo and they spread it and something like that. I mean, I guess you could use the argument that people, they are saying that for a period of time you don't know. I don't know how, it's like a few weeks, you don't know that you have it. Yeah. Regardless, that doesn't necessarily mean. I just feel like I just felt like canceling the expo just was just
the
not
thing about it
the
is
move.
They canceled part of it. They still had like events going on.
Yeah.
They still had the bodybuilding show. They still had thousands of competitors there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what is the cutoff period? Like, oh, you're going to have a couple thousand people at the expo center.
Right.
But we got to cut it off at, I don't know. It was an odd thing. Like, what is the number that you cut it off at? Like, why is the virus less susceptible to spread in 1,000 people as it is to 10,000 people? Like, it's still going to spread if someone has it. Right. You know what I mean? It's going to spread regardless.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was having that conversation with somebody. I was saying it's here.
Should we all just quarantine the fuck out of ourselves and nobody talk to anybody?
Right. I guess I better just not show up to work. I guess I just better sit in my freaking room all day.
Apparently, that's what some people are doing that.
I believe it.
Work travel, like companies probably aren't sending people to travel anywhere because if you send somebody to go travel, like, oh, you got to go on a work trip to Denver. Yeah. Oh, I don't feel like going because the coronavirus. And they send you anyway. And then what happens if you get the coronavirus? You're going to own that company. Right. Right. You're going to sue the shit out of that company.
Dude, 100%. Well, the big thing is it's something, the flu's been around. Different variations of the flu have been around. And people just fear what they don't know. People just fear what they don't understand or don't know. It's not necessarily that we don't understand it because we understand it, but it's like people are like, well, we don't have vaccinations for it. Yeah. Yada yada. I don't know. Me personally, I'm just
take care of yourself. If it's your time to go, it's your time to go, yo.
Yeah. Straight up. And I know, and that's the big thing is people, and that I feel like our like perspective on that and that kind of like that like realism. I don't even know if that's a word. I think that's a word.
Realism's a word.
Realism is people don't like that. No. I've noticed that people really don't like that.
People hate you if you say that shit.
Yeah. People don't.
But you know what I hate? I hate people that aren't doctors telling me what the fuck to do on social media. Because I didn't realize I was friends with so many doctors on Facebook, dude.
I guess all these people have PhDs. It's crazy. I know, it's ridiculous. It's absurd. I'm pretty bummed out about it. I was really looking forward to this one. Like we'll go to the Olympia and stuff.
And the Rocks Expo.
That'll be sick.
Dude, I was looking at tickets since we couldn't get our money back for the United flights.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to that.
Shout out to United for not giving us a refund.
Hey.
That's cool. Thank you.
Oh, we got one voucher? Or did
we got two vouchers, basically.
Nice. Okay.
But I was looking at tickets to the Rocks Expo, and we might just roll those over into that because they're like $50 more per ticket.
I forgot where that is.
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. That's right.
ATL, man. We can hit up Magic City.
I'm honestly so down to go to that.
Actually, I'm more down for that than the Arnold because Atlanta is at least a cool city.
Atlanta's cool.
Columbus is. I don't care what people say. I know Robert Frank was getting on me. He's saying that Columbus is dope. Yeah. But Columbus is not dope.
It's not
that dope, dude.
No. What's dope about Columbus?
Columbus is not dope in the middle of March when it's cold as shit and it's potentially snowing and rainy. No. I will pass on Columbus.
Yeah, you want to know, especially when Columbus is not dope, in the middle of March when the Arnold Expo is supposed to be going on and then it gets canceled and then you go to Columbus, Ohio
and you're just hanging out anyway.
Yeah, like especially, dude, I mean.
That's what he was saying. He was saying there's still bars. And I was like, yeah, there's still bars, but you know what? There's still bars here. Yeah, like, I'll go down to the street.
Dude, we were going to go. The thing is it's like we were going to go if we were going for like a weekend or something like that.
We were there for the problem with the reason the real reason we didn't end up going was because the Arnold Expo is like 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And so we would have been out there for 5 days with literally nothing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have found some stuff to do, but we definitely wouldn't have found stuff to do to fill up 5 days worth of.
We would have had a couple days.
We would have been
shit.
sitting in our hotel like, what the hell are we going to do? Let's go work out. We go work out, and then what?
Come back home, eat and sleep, work out again.
Yeah.
We definitely would have had a couple. Probably, I'm guessing like 2 days of doing jack
and we
shit.
couldn't switch our flight to make it shorter. So
But that's a bummer. So
it's a long way to travel just to go to hang out in some bars.
Yeah. I was looking forward to it though, man. I was really I was fucking stoked. Gonna meet some people. Gonna get some content. But
I feel bad for some of the, like, because the Arnold went on, like the strongman and the bodybuilding shows still went on. But like, how weird is it that you had like a strongman one of the biggest strongman competitions in the world?
Yeah.
And there's literally like 100 people in the stands.
100 because you know that like the energy that when somebody walks out like, I'm gonna fucking deadlift like 1,000 pounds or like whatever, dude. Like having all those people there like screaming your name and shit. You know that's like that like helps them.
Like you see that video of Thor deadlifting like 1,028 to win the deadlift, and there's nobody there.
Dude, I haven't even watched the strongman shit yet.
Yeah.
I haven't watched. I saw a little bit. It's so weird. Yeah, that would be super not hyped.
Like that's something that you're supposed to, or even like the bodybuilding show. Like you're doing like a pose down, like
right,
or you're hitting your individual routine, and there's like fucking 100 people in the crowd, like.
Yeah, literally just all you can hear is just like the judges just like quarter turn.
Well, not even just like the professional, but imagine like the amateur, because they didn't even let anybody go watch the amateur shows.
Oh, wow.
So like you worked a year and I know it's not for the crowd, like it's for you obviously, but like it's part of, some of it is the crowd. Like you want people cheering for you.
That competitive mindset though, and especially with like the fitness industry, you know that like a lot of these people when they get on stage, they want to show their shit to a large amount of people. You know,
I mean, that's just
like
that's half the fun of it.
Yeah, for sure. I need to actually watch and see kind of what happened with. I don't. All I know about is really physique, and then William winning. Open.
What do you think about William winning?
You know, I think that he looked. I only saw him hitting a front double by, and he almost looked like a little. His shape almost looked like a.
I don't like his shape. He's too short.
Yeah, he's like 5'5", 5'6". He's like really short.
I heard people saying he was even shorter than that.
Somebody said 5'6". I think I don't know if you look it up if it says he's 5'6", but somebody said that he was 5'6", and I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Yeah.
I heard some people talking online that he's like 5'4".
Really?
Yeah.
I could see it.
Which doesn't surprise me because he is thick. He has so much muscle.
He does, and that's the thing about when it's really cool and also really not and that's what I was, when we were talking about William on one of the first podcasts that I was on with Olympia and stuff like that. He just has I feel like we're gonna see him year after year after year, and I'm not gonna. He's someone who. He comes in well conditioned. He's got good muscle insertions.
He can't put on any more muscle.
No,
he's just got to change his physique to like I don't know.
Kind of like Dexter. Well, the thing about Dexter is he's just impressive as hell because he
always
his
looks
age.
good.
But he always just comes in. I mean, like
he's always peeled.
He's always peeled. Like I just feel like with William, like we're just gonna see him like
always just gigantic.
Just always gigantic, but not really ever gonna. I don't think we're gonna see much of a different package with him. I don't know who else was. There were like a lot of people.
Do you see Raimi?
Oh yeah!
My God!
How did he do?
I think he got top 5.
Did he take top 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
his legs. Jesus.
Did he? I want to look up
his legs.
Look up a pic really quick.
Each of his quads has to be 40 inches. There's no way. His legs look bigger than fucking Bonek's body.
I wonder,
it's like stupid big.
I mean, they're stupid big, but I wonder if he. No, they're just
they
big.
almost look out of. It almost looks like a drumstick.
Well, they are. That's the thing. That's the thing with him is they're so big, like they're so damn impressive. But I feel like it's disproportionate
compared to the rest of his body. If you see some of those shots, he's hitting on stage and he looks ridiculous.
Dude, I want to know what it's like. Whoever does his like tissue work or his massages and stuff, I want to know what it's like trying to get in those quads, dude.
I want to know what it's like trying to get some pants.
That is just stupid.
You see that?
I'll
throw the photo in the YouTube.
Dude,
that's not even. You gotta
I was looking at.
You got to look at the one on the Arnold posted, the comparison shot.
Is it on their page?
Yeah, here, I'll see if I can pull it up real quick. He looks ridiculous. Like, why are his legs so big?
It's honestly like it's honestly dumb. Like, it's,
Look at this photo.
see.
His quads are. You can see his quads without even zooming in on the photo.
Dude, what's so crazy is all these dudes have big ass legs, and he's making everyone else's legs look small.
Yeah.
Like all these other open bodybuilders, like
His leg
Damn.
is bigger than your waist. Legitimately.
dude, they have to be like 40. Like
They have to be massive.
like-
They are for sure bigger than your waist.
yeah, no, that I wouldn't doubt it at all. That's honestly that picture.
That would be a hilarious photo of you standing next to him and
my
his quad just being gigantic.
I want him to move this in this one that Arnold posted. I want him to move that big ass check so I can see the frickin'. I want to know what's going to happen next Olympia though. Frickin' in the open bodybuilding. I don't know who's all going to be going to that, but I don't think Brandon's going to win it again.
I want to see if Sean will come back. I hope Sean does.
Dude, to be completely honest, he's specifically with his physique. I've always been a Sean fan.
Whatever happened with all the drama with him?
It's kind of one of those weird things where I don't know if it's just kind of getting swept under the rug, but I'm not really seeing a lot of it getting posted. I think he's still.
He didn't go to jail, so
He didn't go to jail. I don't know if he's waiting on another hearing or what.
I don't know, man.
It's weird. It's weird shit, dude. Freaking
The longer this case goes on, the less I think he did it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's such a tricky.
Which, if he didn't do it, what the fuck?
So it was basically a recap. Was it this lady this woman had
Something that he was
accused him
coaching, I believe.
Okay.
That he supposedly raped,
Okay.
but multiple
Yeah.
times maybe.
Something.
I don't remember exactly. But if he didn't do it,
Yeah.
he lost this entire year basically.
Right.
He lost basically the chance to repeat as Mr. Olympia.
And he would have, because he would have.
He would have fucking
He-
wiped Brandon off.
Yeah, he would have swept him for sure. The thing about Sean that I just like so much is in all of his posing and stuff like that, his quad sweep, just like everything about him. His honestly, his lower body is impressive as all hell, and he's got this super tight waist. His waist is really small. It's crazy because when he's up there and he's all peeled, I want to know what his stage weight is, because he's one of those who, like, you'd probably think that it's like not that much because of like how small his waist is, but I think it's just how he's proportioned, like, because he's actually he's got a lot of mass on him, like on his back and shit.
Well, that's the thing. You put enough mass on your back and your shoulders and your legs.
Yeah.
Like, it makes your waist look small.
100%.
I got narrow shoulders, and
Yeah.
it makes my waist look very fat.
It's a fucking dude. It's stupid. But but the thing is like you could just oh, bro. You know what? Did you see that? I just thought of this because I was going to use him as an example. I literally hadn't even talked to James about this, but I just saw it online. Did you see the shit about that Devon Lindner guy? Tatted Muscle?
No.
Bro, okay, so if you guys don't know about this,
I followed Tatted Muscle. I don't follow him anymore, but I used to follow him a
his
lot.
accounts, he deleted his account.
Really?
And I actually I don't know if I still have the picture up. I might have deleted the picture, honestly, I think I might have deleted the picture off my page. So his Insta name was Tatted Muscle.
He had gnarly waist shape.
That's what I was just going to talk about him was because of his waist, and then he just got into some shit.
What kind of shit?
Bro, so apparently he just recently got married. I actually don't know what her name is.
It's not that blonde chick that he
No,
was always with.
she has like red hair.
Okay. Anyway.
But anyways, so I saw people were posting about it. He got married to this girl. I think they were dating for somebody was saying that they were together for like a month or two. and they got married like super quick, like really quick.
Sounds like a great decision.
Terrible decision. Apparently, I guess he doesn't. I didn't really know this, but dude, I met him at the first Olympia that I went to.
Yeah,
and
he was like one of the first fitness people I followed on Instagram because I was like, dude, this guy looks gnarly.
Yeah,
and he's tatted up,
super tatted, and he was really nice when I met him. I actually chatted with him for a second. It was the 15 Olympia.
Okay.
Talked to him for a little bit. Anyways, seemed like a really cool guy. I guess he doesn't really have the greatest track record with, I don't know if it's specifically with girls or if it's with what, but apparently he was trying to call, the story is that she was on, I watched this later on, but she actually got interviewed on Kenny KO's channel. So it's, if you guys want to watch it, it's on Kenny KO's got it. A lot of people have been posting
Fuck
about
that guy,
it.
though.
Anyways, yeah.
Don't give him the view. Try to find it on someone else's
Try to
channel.
find it on somebody else's channel. But he apparently was trying to call. I wish I knew what her freaking name was. I'll try to find it. But anyways, he was trying to call her. She wasn't answering his phone, so he like freaked out. He ended up picking her up from, I don't know if she was out or she was at a friend's place.
This was his wife.
His wife.
Okay.
Yeah. And they get into an argument about something while they're driving.
Okay.
And it's literally like almost like a Chris Brown Rihanna kind of situation.
He driving?
He's driving.
Okay.
And they get into an argument about something, bro. I'm gonna show you the pictures and stuff like that. Like so apparently he like hit her in the face. So she had both her eyes were fucked up. He gave her 2 black eyes. Apparently he's like hammer fisting her in the face.
He's a big dude too.
Really
he's like
bad.
6'5".
Yeah,
he?
no, he's tall. He's your height or like an inch taller.
And he's probably heavier than me.
He's got broad ass. He's a big dude.
Yeah,
he's a big guy.
He walks around probably at 250.
He has to. But he fucking apparently was hitting her in the face. She tried to like get away from him. He grabbed the top of her head, of her hair right here, and like I think like pinned her head down and kept hitting her. He ripped all the hair out of her head right here. It looks like he scalped her, dude.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up a picture real quick.
I
just saw this like a
Gina Cano.
Yep.
This is.
Yep. The shit red hair.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's really bad, dude. It's like you hear about like, you know, yeah, I just found her.
Damn, she has a. Oh my god.
Yeah, did you see it? So sad.
Is that her actual hair that he ripped out?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Holy shit. I'm gonna share this.
It's bad.
Damn.
She's gonna have to. Yeah, it's pretty.
She's a pretty
bad.
girl too, man.
She
That's
is.
fucked.
I know, dude. Even in this, I'm just watching.
Oh
her
my
story.
god,
I know,
dude.
That's fucked, bro.
Oh, I can't even. I
Yeah.
can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Like,
he like scalped,
dude.
her.
I'll have like a wayward like eyebrow hair,
Yeah.
and I'll pluck that shit. And I'll be like, oh, that hurt.
Dude, I get
Like-
teary-eyed. I get gnarly nose hairs. I'll pluck a nose hair. I'm crying. I'm like, dude, I can't like get a little welt.
Oh, god damn it. So just imagine
Yeah.
1,000 of those getting
Yeah.
pulled out at the same time.
This
oh my
fucking
god,
dude that's literally twice your size. Probably definitely
that
twice
makes
her size.
oh man,
Yeah.
that makes me cringe.
I don't
What
know.
a piece of shit,
Yeah,
though.
bad.
Because she for sure did not do that to herself.
No.
She for sure did not do that to herself.
Yeah, he deleted. So I saw it. So Giordani actually was talking about something, and then he's like, "Hey guys, I just got some really unfortunate news," and that was how I first heard about it. And then
Yeah.
he posted everything. He's like, "Go show her some love," and he was basically just saying like, "Yeah, Devin deleted his page because everybody was like, well, who, what, like blah blah blah, like who was it, like," and he deleted his page like that day. And yeah, there's like a bunch of people like I think somebody was saying, I think in the Kenny video, somebody was saying, I think he was running away from the cops, but then he turned himself in. So I don't really know the specifics behind it, but either way, dude, like you hear about these crazy domestic violence stories, and that's bad though,
Dude, fuck that. Because
Yeah.
I'm reading this, and she is 5 feet tall and 100 pounds.
Dude,
and that dude is legitimately 6'5",
Yeah.
250.
He's like 2.5 of her. He's literally
And
like 2.5 of her.
So even if she were to hit him, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, like if a woman hits a guy, he should have the right to hit her back, and that's complete bullshit.
Yeah.
The only instance if that is the case,
Yeah.
is if that woman is the same size as you,
Yeah.
or has some martial arts training where
Yeah.
she could legitimately fuck you up,
Right.
or she's like a legitimate danger to you.
Yeah.
Like those are the only situations.
Right.
Like if she's posing a legitimate threat where she's gonna kill you,
Right.
like maybe she has a weapon or something,
Right.
then yeah, you have the right to defend yourself.
Yeah.
But there is no planet where a 5 foot tall, 100-pound woman is a danger to a 6'5", 250-pound dude.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Yeah. Dude.
That's totally fucked.
That's like a grown ass man.
What a piece of shit, dude.
Hitting a fucking 12-year-old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a kid. Like
Dude,
a kid.
his
you know?
fist alone is probably the size of her fucking head.
I want to see if I have a picture next. He's a pretty big guy.
He's
like
massive.
I've
seen him. I've never met him.
Yeah. I honestly think I got on my Instagram and went to my old Olympic.
And you're like, fuck that dude.
I deleted it.
Good.
He's
fuck that guy.
Pretty bad, man. It's just so
You know
fucked.
what's sad about that too is I guarantee you somebody brings up steroids. Somebody's like,
1,000%.
Somebody's like it was because he was on a lot of steroids.
Yeah.
And he's a aggressive dude. No, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I know a lot of dudes that have done gear.
Yeah.
And they don't beat the shit out of 5 foot tall, 100-pound women.
Yeah.
What a no.
People have to.
You're
think.
either a low life or you're not.
Yeah.
And that dude's a fucking low life.
No, he is for sure. Apparently, he's got a really shitty record. I don't know if he's done
Like
this
he's
before.
beaten up chicks before.
It sounds like it. I can't confirm. Excuse me. I can't confirm that, but it's from what they were saying in the Kenny video is it sounds like he's got a really shitty record for sure. It's bad. That's like terrible. Like the Jeremy shit was bad too, and obviously he's a fucking scumbag. But like
the difference also is that Jeremy's tiny.
he's like 5.
Jeremy's like a fucking mini me,
yeah,
dude.
he's literally
So
little bitch.
even if he were to hit somebody, he's not doing that much fucking damage. But
No.
that dude,
that
dude's a fucking giant,
bro. I wouldn't fuck, dude. Like, dude, his fist would fuck me up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, like I could probably get out of
you
it.
could probably defend yourself.
Yeah, but like a 5
if he
foot
made
girl?
contact though,
Yeah.
dude,
Oh, he'd knock me out.
He's causing some damage.
Yeah, he'd fuck my face.
So even with me, even if he were to just hit me, if he makes a solid contact on me, like that's gonna leave a fucking mark, dude.
5 foot, 100-pound girl.
Oh my god, that's so disgusting.
I just
dude.
played her. I just looked at her story just a second ago. It was from yesterday. Her eyes are still fucked, bro. Her eyes are still. That wasn't even that long ago. It was like 4 days ago or something.
Well, it said February 23rd.
Okay.
So coming up on 2 weeks.
Oh, geez, Louise. Yeah, bad, bro.
So if her eyes are still black and
they're
blue,
still black.
like 2 weeks later, it's over 2 weeks later.
He's got people
And the
looking for him.
hair.
Honestly,
That shit's not growing back anytime soon. That might not even grow.
That's
back,
what somebody
dude.
was saying she's gonna have to probably get surgery because I don't think that'll grow back. Like he ripped
There's
that
definitely
shit.
some scalp damage there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know how that works.
That's bad. Yeah,
That's a major year-long process of trying to get back to being normal. What a fucking piece. So he's on the run right now, or he's or they caught him.
I think he turned himself in. It's weird because I can't really find
I tried
anything.
to Google it. Nothing really popped up.
I think he turned himself in. I'm not sure.
We'll put her GoFundMe because she has a
Yeah.
GoFundMe going.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's still going.
I don't even know who she is, and
Oh, it is still going. So she has a GoFundMe page. We'll throw that up there on in the episode notes and shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that is terrible.
I always feel
what
weird.
a
Like
fucking piece of shit, dude.
I typed out a little message I was gonna send to her, but I was kind of like, fuck, I don't know if like I was just basically just gonna be like, hey, like I just want you to know that I know that I don't even know you, but I just want you to know like I'm glad you're okay, like blah blah blah. But I didn't end up sending it because I was like, I don't know if she like wants that. Like, it was because it was I don't know. I thought about it.
I don't know. I don't think that's a bad thing to say.
Yeah.
Like,
I just,
I'm sure that type of thing like would help.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it doesn't help, but I'm sure it would be appreciated.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was
Because that is fucked.
It's
dude.
bad.
What a man! I
Yeah.
can't get over that dude.
He's a
because
scummy
he is
dude.
a fucking massive dude.
Yeah, and that was what made me like. It was like I was at work when I saw it, and I was.
He's lucky he didn't kill her.
I know,
dude. If he hit her hard enough,
yeah, he's like fucking. Apparently, she had reported.
That's probably why he was doing the hammer fist.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, I feel like you get a lot of force with the hammer, but you're not going to knock anybody out.
I don't know.
What a bitch! Why are you hammer fisting?
I don't know, bro.
Who hammer fists?
Yeah.
What are you, a fucking 10-year-old?
Yeah, dude.
Who the fuck hammer fists?
He's a scumbag.
That's
bro.
how like all the nerdy dudes in TV shows fight.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I know it makes me like obviously this was years ago, but it makes me like sickened that I even like shook his hand and like said what's up to him. He was literally just at a booth. He was at Black Market
Labs.
Yeah, that's who he was.
Well, see, that's the thing is like you see all these social media guys, and we all put them on a pedestal, right? I mean, no, we don't all put them on a pedestal, but a lot of people put these social media icons or whatever. He's not even like a big social media icon. Like he had a decent following, but they put him on a pedestal and they think that like they're holier than thou and shit. It's like, no, this dude still wipes his ass. Yeah, still,
he's just a fucking.
He
person,
still
guys.
shops at the fucking grocery store. Yeah. Like he's not. It's not like he's fucking Elon Musk. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like he's a billionaire or like Dan Bilzerian, like flying around on private jets. Like this is a normal dude. Yeah. Probably drives a leased, Honda. Yeah.
And then that's always crazy when stories like this get released and people are like, oh, can't believe like blah, blah, like so-and-so did it. And it's like, well, why? Because he has a few 100,000 followers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's got like a couple hundred.
Part of me can sympathize with that though. Like, why would you do like you have a lot of going on. Like, a good social media presence is worth a lot nowadays, and you just
he's fucked. He's not.
And besides that, like you're just a shitty fucking person, dude.
Yeah. No, it's bad. It's super scummy. He pissed away his career for sure. I mean, I don't know. He's he pissed away his
career going anyway.
And anybody saying that that's related to gear, which I certainly hope you're not saying that, because when somebody who's doing stuff like that and then taking gear, that's when there's going to be, you know what I mean? I think when somebody's an asshole or we'll go further than that. When somebody's just a shitty person and does, you know what I mean? And does shit like that, obviously maybe being in these super restricted diets and then also taking
that's
gear,
just anybody,
it's going to do, first of all, I get irritable. You get irritable being in a diet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then take like you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not steroids. It's just he's just a shitty guy who that if anything it just made it worse. Yeah. But like
But it's definitely not.
It's not because of gear.
Because he was on.
Yeah, 100%. It's not because he was on gear.
But I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't pop up in some articles when he goes to trial or some shit, or maybe defense. Maybe his defense is.
I was on my gear. God! Can you imagine if he went to the courtroom and he was like, "Oh, I was taking this," and it made me. Can you fucking imagine?
I don't know how that would work.
He's not gonna say. I don't know.
I don't think you could say that because it's also an illegal substance. So.
Oh yeah, actually.
But
unless he's.
I mean, would you rather go to jail for the gear or would you rather go to jail for the domestic abuse?
I think either way he'd do a lot of time.
Either way, he deserves to do a lot of time and get his ass beat in jail.
Yeah. No, and he will. People don't fuck with that, dude. No. Like, especially in jail. Like
that.
People aren't going to, like, whether he's in jail or out, he's got people I know he's got people looking for him out. And then in jail, yeah, he's probably going to get his ass beat either way. Or somebody's going to make...
Don't be a shitty human, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
That's pretty bad.
That makes me upset, man.
Yeah. No, it's scummy as fuck, dude. I can't believe... I was literally... All I was going to say was I was going to be like... I was going to talk about how his waist... We were talking about, like, obviously...
Oh, he had a ridiculous fucking waist.
Super thick waist.
I feel like he has a couple of his photos are, like, iconic Instagram fitness photos that, like, you always see, like, reused and shit. Like, where he had the tiny waist and the massive shoulders and, like, holding some little... thing. And it's like it's like a wide angle upward view, so it just makes his waist look even tinier.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I remember seeing his shit all the time.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But
I know, dude.
I think he was an Olympic speed skater, actually.
Something. He was.
I think he was he tried to make the Olympics, or he was in the Olympics, or he was on Team USA for speed skating.
I didn't even know that.
Man,
yeah, shitty guy.
Just shitty guys come in all shapes and sizes.
They do.
Same with shitty girls.
Mm-hmm.
Or shitty non-gendered people, too.
Yeah.
Comes in all shapes and sizes, dude.
That's the thing. It's just like, I don't know, dude. People are fucking fucked. And social media is crazy, dude. And it's like, at the end of the day, man, like, that's why, like, I mean, I like to have, like, I'm probably just never going to be the type of guy that just has, like, a huge circle of friends. Because just, like, people, like, and I don't think anybody... truly does have a huge circle of really close like friends, like, you know what I'm saying, like really close friends that like know everything about you or would do anything about you, like, or do anything for you, like sort of thing, like, because people are fucking shitty, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I was watching this documentary on Netflix. It was about Lil Peep.
yeah, I haven't finished it,
So
but you can tell me.
I was watching about it. I haven't finished it either. But like, I'm not a Lil Peep fan.
Yeah.
I actually was probably one of the people that made fun of him when he was his career was going on, because I wasn't a big fan of his.
A lot of people did, even, this sounds fucking bad, but a lot of people even did after he died. A lot of people were like, "Oh, good," like,
just because he looks weird and he's a different style of rap.
Yeah.
Like, so I wasn't like I'm not like a fan of his by any means, but I saw it on Netflix and it popped up and I was just checking it out. But in it, they talk about how when he was starting to get big, he was like hanging out these houses and like all these people just kept hanging out with him that like he didn't even know.
Yeah.
And he was just cool with it. He was like too nice to tell them to leave.
Yeah.
And like they were saying like how one of the guys was like, yeah, sometimes he would go into his closet and just cry because he didn't even have a bed because other people were sleeping in his bed, like, and he didn't have like a room to like be by himself.
Holy
Just because there were so many people around him all the time. And they were talking about like how all these people just always wanted something. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Oh yeah.
it's and that's why you see a lot of these really successful people that don't have like massive circles of like close friends. I mean, they have a lot of people that hang around, but I feel like you don't see the massive entourages like you used to see like in the 90s, like with the hip hop artists. Like you don't see those massive like entourages anymore.
Yeah. That's crazy though. That makes sense though. And he was young. I mean, he died when he was like 21 or 20.
This was like when he was like 19, I think. When he was like, it was like before he had gotten like super big.
And he's like, fuck, that's crazy. Can you imagine that? Like, you just have all these people. I mean,
like you don't even know who they are, but you're like too nice to be like, hey, like you need to leave.
Because a lot of them were probably like his homies, like
homies,
yeah,
or like like people that knew him that were like trying to like, get something from him, or like friends of friends that are trying to like get on a song or something. I don't know.
Right. That's it's kind of a curse in a way.
Yeah.
It can be. I think it just depends.
Well, that's why you need good people around you that are going to be like, hey, like, help filter that shit out. Like, I feel like you can't just like, even on a micro scale, like I'll look at my DMs and my DMs will just be like, it'll just be a bunch of people, like, you know, and some of them I'm really cool with, some of them I know, some of them I don't know, like my requested DMs. And it's just like, managing the bandwidth of like, because responding to one person is not necessarily a simple, like, hey, this conversation's over kind of thing, like blah, 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 done. It turns into a conversation and a conversation and a conversation. It's like managing the bandwidth of like, it's a major thing. Yeah. Like, and it sounds shitty. And I know, I've known some people that are like, you know, slid into like somebody's DMs and they like get pissed that they don't respond. It's like, dude, imagine how many like DMs, like, and then imagine how much shit that they have going on. And then imagine how, like, how many people slide into their DMs just wanting something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I don't think you can have big circles nowadays.
No, definitely not. Just because, like, you know, we were saying people are shitty and people were probably just trying to take advantage of him. Just, you know, and
well, it's just a human thing.
You know, I'm like trying to like put myself in a scenario of where not even me, a friend of mine takes off and makes it, and they're like a millionaire or whatever. They're fucking killing it. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying?
Or they're famous or some shit.
All right. Yeah. Would I still kick it with them? Of course. But I'm like, I don't think I would ask them for any. I think I would just try to keep our relationship like how it was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think like, I don't know. Just because like, I don't know. That's got to be a really shitty feeling, being like somebody really well known or an artist, a athlete, whatever, and you don't know who your real friends are anymore because everybody just wants
everyone
something
wants to
from
be
you.
your friend. Yeah.
And yeah, like, I mean, and if I was in a position like that and my friend needed something and I was able to help them, of course I would, but I would be very selective about who because like you were saying, you have all these people that are getting DMs, you have all these people that are getting hit up all the time. And I've actually, even myself in certain times, I've had times where people have come and asked me about certain things like fitness related or just whatever, dude. And people that I don't even know, people I do know, and very selective about how much information I give and how really into that conversation I get with everybody, because even me, I have like 3,000 followers, and even me, there'll be times where I'm like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah, because you'll respond and then
Yeah.
they'll respond immediately
Right.
and you're like, oh shit, like
yeah,
this is going to take a lot more time. Like,
Right.
Because that's the thing too, is I don't want to just half-ass a conversation with
You're
somebody.
right.
Like if they're asking me a question, like I want to be able to like be involved in this conversation. I don't want to be like responding and then go do something else and then like, oh shit, they
Yeah.
responded. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be a dick about it.
you want to be genuine and actually, yeah. No, and that's a good trait. It just,
but it is hard to manage.
I always tell people, I've had this conversation before. I always feel really bad. Like, I always feel really bad for people, for really good people and like people who are very caring, because they get fucking taken advantage of in this world, like so bad. And even when they know it, and even when there's obviously a difference between like, okay, like like just being, you put yourself in a situation where people frickin' like, you can't be stupid. You have to learn from when shit happens to you. You have to learn like when things happen to you and, oh, this person fucked me over, I need to learn from it. I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or, oh, I broke up with this girl, maybe I shouldn't get back together with her. Like, maybe she's just going to cheat on me again. Whatever the fucking scenario is, like, you do need to like obviously learn from like life experiences, but I feel bad for people who just care so much about other people or care about, I don't know, their friends and family and stuff like that, and just get absolutely fucking taken advantage of all the time.
Oh, because it happens all the time.
All the time. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's crazy. And it's sad because I view myself as more, to be completely honest, I'm kind of more of like my homies, my friends and stuff like that. Like I care about them obviously and stuff like that, but I've learned to not care about, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you've been able to disconnect kind of.
Totally. 100%.
And see, I'm good with that, but I feel like if I was in a situation where I was like absolutely killing it, like,
Yeah.
Like something blew up and I became super famous, or
Yeah.
I became like a millionaire or some shit, I feel like I would be difficult. It'd be hard for me to tell people no. Like if people came up to me like, hey man, like I got this idea, and I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like if they came up to me in person, I'd be like, oh shit. Like,
Right.
Oh. Because I'm terrible at like shit like that. Like if you catch me on the spot, ugh,
Yeah.
I'm hard.
I know.
It's an uncomfortable situation for me.
Yeah.
Chances are I won't win that.
I know.
I'm bad with stuff like that. Certain things like that.
Yeah. No,
Like if
that's-
they shoot me a DM or something, I'll just be like, oh,
yeah.
delete.
Right. But in the person,
If they
like,
came up to me
yeah.
in person, like, "Hey James, like, I have this idea," and
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Oh,
God. I know
that's
that.
why I need a personal assistant that just pops up and just like fucking tackles them."
Yeah. No, 100%. Dude, like somebody to manage your shit. I'd probably need the same thing, dude. I'd probably do a lot of dumb shit, honestly. Like if I.
Oh, you would if you just came into like a couple $1,000,000,
Dude. Like,
you'd be dead next week.
I think I probably
drown in some Tito's, dude.
Holy shit, I don't even know. Yeah, that's crazy. That's why, like, I always, whenever people are like, "Oh, I don't understand why, like, I don't know, like, all these like young artists are so stupid," like, blah blah. I'm like, what the fuck would you do if you were a 20-year-old kid, or you know what I'm saying, and you had tens of millions of dollars disposed, like, you know what I mean?
Dude,
Like,
I remember when I was in college and I got my FAFSA, which was like our financial
Yeah.
aid, but I was on scholarship, so our FAFSA was like
you
it was like money,
right.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like, hey, here's a check for $3,500
Yeah.
for the semester, like
Yeah.
for living expenses or whatever. And I was like, oh,
Nice.
like, and I'm like a 21-year-old kid. Like,
Going to the strip club.
I'm like, well, let's see. What have I wanted to buy for like the last couple months?
Yeah.
And I spent that shit in like a week.
Yeah.
And it was like, you idiot.
Yeah.
That's legitimately like so you could live. Like, you dumbass. That's how you buy groceries, you fucking idiot.
Dude, I did the same. I did the same. That's so funny. I went to the Golden Dragon in Portland, and I spent like, I can't remember how much I got. It was like a few $1,000s. I didn't spend it all in one night, but like I remember I went to but I had like everything was like my rent and stuff was paid for. I had my rent paid for at the college I was going to, and I was just like, I'm spending this on groceries and the strip club.
And the strip club.
And I literally.
And then you ended up just spending it on the strip club.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
No groceries.
Spend all of it, and I'm like, and I look back on that, and I'm like, what a fucking idiot! Like, it's so stupid, dude. Like, yeah. Anyways,
the amount of dumb shit that I have purchased over the years, astronomical.
I wish somebody could show. No, actually, I probably
I don't
wouldn't
want to see that.
How much freaking money, dude? Like I'd probably shit my pants.
They give you like an itemized receipt. They're like, in 2009, you spent $150 on wings.
You're like, nah, check that again. There's no way. And then,
on September 3rd, 2007, you spent $50 at the Jack in the Box drive-through.
you're like, is that James Mooney? Are you sure that's me?
That was me? Wait,
Someone else.
I don't remember that.
Nah, it doesn't count if you don't remember it. Good God.
You bought $51 tacos at the Jack in the Box drive-through.
Dude, I am so annoyed with how I spend money on food. Like when I go, specifically, like if I go get fast food and I'm super hungry, I'm buying whatever I want. I'm not the guy that like is like,
you're not getting the value meal and like combining.
Sometimes I do that,
but you're just throwing everything in there. You're like, give me 2 value meals.
Literally,
and 4 drinks.
I will spend sometimes like, do you know how much food you can get like for like $20 at Taco Bell?
Oh, you can get a lot.
But I'm the guy that'll spend like $20.
Unless you get the meals. I feel like if you get the meals, you're only getting like 2 meals. But it's still a lot of food.
Sometimes it stacks up. Like, because there's times where I'm like, okay, I'll get like a meal and then I'll add like some value menu stuff in and you get like a pretty good amount of food.
But like a taco's like $1.50 or some shit. Like, so you're getting a lot of tacos, dude.
It's stupid, dude. It's like I've spent, I feel like every time like I go out to like, I get fast food with like friends or whatever, what I spend is like, I'm like, did we all got like relatively the same amount of food? Why is my shit so much?
Why is mine twice?
I'm like, I'm pretty sure they just like hit ×2 on all of my shit. I don't even understand.
That's why I meal prep, dude. Because if I didn't meal prep and I ate out, that's when I spend the most money. Yeah. Like when we travel, like I spend a lot of money on food because I'm just at a store and I'm like, or I'm at the restaurant. I'm like, dude, I'm a big guy. I need a lot of food.
Yeah.
And most portion sizes are not very big. Mm-mm. Like we went to, what did we go to? We went to that restaurant when we were in LA after the expo.
Oh,
and I got the portion size, and that was like a $25 meal. And I was like, well, I'm still hungry. Like I could go eat again. I probably could have got 2 of these.
What the hell was that place called?
I don't know, some bar.
Yeah, it was all right.
We should have just went with Huck and went to that bar instead. I don't know why I don't know why we walked away from him.
Yeah, because freaking
he's like, I'm gonna try to get some Miller Lite.
I know.
Let's go in here, and we're like, yeah, let's go to this more expensive restaurant down the street.
I know. Yeah, fuck that noise. Yeah, it was because that was the place that whatever homegirl's cousin recommended that we went to.
That guy didn't know what he was talking.
He didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Whack ass. But
bro, I was dying though watching that Lil Peep documentary because the lofts that they were living in were in Skid Row.
Oh, no shit.
And like literally like the building that they were in, I was like, dude, that looks hella familiar. Oh. I don't think it was the same building because his building was kind of newer. Yeah. But like I was like, we were definitely there.
It looked so bad.
It looked not as bad.
Yeah.
But it looked way worse when we were there, obviously. But
literally, I don't know if we did we talk about it on the podcast that it
was
just
gross.
Looked like they were filming a movie. It was so bad.
Pick any end of the world movie where like is Denzel Washington like defending some little kid like.
Man on Fire 2. They're filming it, I guess, here. That's cool.
What was that one? The Book of Eli.
Book of Eli, yes, dude. Post-apocalyptic.
Pick Book of Eli and put that in downtown LA, and that's basically where we were.
It was bad. Yeah,
It was some
like,
Mad Max shit.
super depressing. And
Fury Road.
Yeah, Fury Road 2.
Fury Road Fashion District.
It was fucking terrible. Yeah, it was pretty disgusting. It was dirty, trash everywhere. I was like, I don't even normally like really. I'm not even necessarily.
You were
the type
holding
of
your
guy to,
pockets. You're like, hey man,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get robbed around
Hey,
here.
man. Hey man, fucking A. Yeah, good old LA. Still love it though.
And we got pulled over that night too.
We did.
I forgot about that.
We did. We got pulled over. We were fucked up and got pulled over. Our Uber
Fucking Uber driver. That was the most uncomfortable Uber ride of all time.
literally was sitting there, and I just had went on some drunken rant about apparently how I hated my life and how I
You're
was
like, I hate it here.
I was like super sad. I guess I had like a Wesley blackout sad moment, and I was like sitting there just saying this stuff, and the next thing we turn, get pulled over, and I'm just sitting there. I remember
now I hate my life even more.
I'm like, okay, man, I gotta actually like pretend like I'm not drunk.
goodness.
That was hilarious. Fucking A. Fucking Arnold.
We could have had an experience similar to that at the Arnold.
I'm
if they
so
hadn't canceled the goddamn thing.
Super bummed. Wanted to freaking meet up with that boy Jonathan. Freaking crazy cat.
I wonder how many people actually still went to the Arnold. There seemed to be a lot of people like that were still in Columbus.
That what's his name?
We seem to be some of the only people that canceled our tickets.
Do you?
Although Eric the Electric canceled his tickets.
Did
too.
he?
I was talking to him about it.
I freaking dude. I wanted to literally.
He was pissed because he didn't get any money back.
He didn't get anything.
He was out all his hotel booking, all that shit.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Luckily, we got our hotel back.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were, just out. Hey, United, just out $3,000. Give us back that. It's actually 300, but I'm like, we're out $3,000, so pay us back. Fuckers. Well, we'll go. I wanted to go so bad. The Arnold specifically, I wanted to go, but we'll go to that. We'll go to the Rock show.
And we'll go to the Olympia.
Yeah, we'll go to the Olympia and
I was talking to Fit Maya about it.
let's go.
He's never been to Vegas.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've been in LA too long. That was so funny. He kept saying that. Everyone we were in LA. I've been in LA too long.
He's living the dream with us.
I like low-key love Vegas for some reason. I don't know
Really?
why.
I hate Vegas.
I love it, and I really couldn't give you a good reason why. I feel good there. I feel like I
feel alive.
I feel alive, and it's so funny because like I feel like a lot of people that live in Vegas like don't even really go to the Strip.
Well,
very
I think
often.
the problem is when I think of Vegas, I think of the Strip.
Yeah.
Because I don't spend a whole lot of time outside of that just because of the reasons I've gone to Vegas.
right.
So like I think of the Strip, and the Strip is fucking disgusting, smells weird,
Yeah.
and everything is expensive as shit.
Yeah. Because everything's
And they hate men.
oh yeah.
They hate men. You want to talk feminism? Fuck Vegas. Vegas is like the kingdom of feminism. It's like the queendom of feminism in Vegas, dude. If you're a dude in Vegas, you're basically like a fourth class citizen.
100%. Yeah.
I just keep thinking about the time you, me, and Josh when we went to the Olympia like 2 years ago, and every single place we tried to go into was literally like $100 to get in.
Yeah.
But like we saw these groups of girls just oh hey, come on,
Dude, I don't know why that makes me so angry. Like it makes me
we're just standing there
I get so
in
pissed.
line, just like
I'm like, we're good looking guys. I'm like, what the
I'm dressed nicely.
these pants are worth more than your entire outfit. Dude, I get pissed.
Well, you definitely said that to the dude,
Oh, yeah.
and that did not help us get in at
Dude,
all.
You know why I get so mad? Because I'm like this fucking bouncer, dude. I'm like this fucking big stupid bouncer.
Because
Like
you can't do anything. It's not like
I
you
know.
can hit him or
I
fight
know.
him.
Fucking 6'6" fucking ass dude. I know. I realistically that first night that we were there, I kind of wish that I would have actually just stayed. Well, you guys ended up going to where'd you guys end up going instead?
We went to Dre's.
That's right.
And we saw who did we see?
You guys ended up having fun.
We saw some rapper.
Oh.
I don't remember who it was though.
Yeah.
Starts with a T.
It wasn't Tyga?
No, it wasn't Tyga. I wish
He's
it was.
always-
I wish it was Tyga.
Dude, he's always
It was like wannabe Tyga. Fuck, who was it? It was like a big name rapper though.
Really?
But I'm not like a fan of him.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't even know who that was now. Anyway, we saw him in Dre's, but
I'm trying to think of all these.
we were not. By then, like the night was like, man, we were like bummed because we got in there at like midnight.
Yeah.
And we still spent like $80 each to get in. Which when you spend $80 to get in, like I know this sounds like, oh, like, hey, you're like you're a baller. Like
Yeah.
I have trouble buying like the 18 pack of eggs.
Yeah.
Because it's $3.50 and the 12 pack is like $2. So it's like, or like $2.50. Like I have trouble spending an extra dollar for more eggs.
Dude.
So when I'm spending $80 to get into a club,
Yeah.
like that's a lot to me. Like I don't value experiences like that as much.
I know, it's annoying. Like next time we go, I think next place we go, I guess I'm just gonna be ready to drop $100 just in case to get into a place.
Well, we just have to prepare more for that. Like the problem is like the year before I went with Rob, Brittany, and Chrissy, and so we had 2 chicks with us.
So that helps.
Which immediately,
Yeah.
just having an equal number of chicks,
Right.
made getting in places a million times easier.
Yeah.
Dude, the first year we went to Vegas for the Olympia, Rob and I hit the gym, and Brittany and Chrissy hit the strip to get drinks because they wanted to get those big ass like margarita drinks or whatever.
Yeah.
And they ended up running into some dude. He's like, "Hey, you ladies want to do this club hop?" And it was $20 for the chicks, free for the it was free for the chicks, $20 for the dudes.
Yeah.
We met up at this place, played some beer pong. Then the beer pong was free.
Yeah.
We didn't have to pay for that.
That's pretty
Then we
cool.
went over to what's the club behind the Bellagio, behind the fountains. I don't know. There's some club. It was brand new,
I'm trying to think.
but it's not Omnia. Anyway,
I know.
Anyway, it's the club in the Bellagio.
Oh,
And so
I know what you're talking about.
got in free, didn't have to wait in line, and it was an open bar for the next hour. And it cost us $20. And then from there, we left and we went to the top of Paris,
Yeah.
where J-Lo was performing,
Yeah.
and we got in no wait.
That's fucking dope. That's
No
badass.
no wait, no cover. So
gotta-
$20 got us free drinks
Yeah.
and 3 clubs with no wait.
So I'm gonna bring a girl, and Chrissy is coming, so we can get into places because apparently that's the fucking move.
Apparently, dude, you need to,
Yeah.
or we'll just make it a team trip. We'll bring some of the Blast House. We'll make it a. We'll do it like Brendan. Brendan was doing it big at the LA Fit.
Yeah.
with the table and.
I want to link up with that dude.
I don't know about buying tables. Though. I've never been a fan of buying tables at a club either,
What
dude.
I want. I don't know what the. Yeah, I would have to. I'd have to. I want to like. I guess experience that before I like go.
You've never done?
I've never been with a group that's bought in a table, or obviously I've bought in a table. Like
So I used to work at a club, and so I've gotten some. They would give me like a table for my birthday or something. And I knew a
nice.
bunch of guys. When I was working in that scene, I knew a lot of guys that when we would go out, they would get tables. I mean, it's a cool experience.
yeah,
But for the amount of money,
yeah,
it's totally not worth it.
right.
I would rather buy so many more drinks
Yeah.
and save that money. The only nice thing about it is you get a spot to like sit down
right.
and people bring you drinks, but you're paying ridiculous.
It just freaking. That's the crazy thing. You know, that's the other thing. It just depends on like where you're at too, because I feel like at this Arnold, I feel like in Columbus, Ohio, we could probably not spend that much going out and get pretty fucked up or have like a pretty
100% because it's like a blue collar town.
Yes. Whereas like obviously like LA, like I mean, we bought a couple drinks and
We bought 4 drinks and it was like $100 at that club.
It was $2,000.
Or that, yeah.
We bought 4 drinks and it was $2,000.
Well, that's how it was when we went to Vegas.
yeah.
I bought us a round of shots, got the bill back. It was like $65. Like,
You're like, did you guys run my card twice?
wait, did you guys give me somebody else's receipt? This,
Yeah, you know
this
what?
doesn't look like my receipt.
I'm not signing that. I'm not signing that.
out of principle, I'm gonna slide this back to you. I'm gonna write a number down. I'm gonna slide it back to you. You let me know if that's good.
You just slide it over to the
like-
guy and you're just like,
He wrote like $10 or something. He's like, no.
No. He's like, no.
He's like, is that the tip? I was like,
you guys are 86.
no, there is no tip. I don't know if you didn't see that. Dude, I wrote 0 there.
When we went to, do you remember I told you when we went to, when we were in freaking LA, I wrote one of the times that I was like astounded. I think I bought like you a drink and then myself a drink, and I can't remember what else I got. I think I got something else too. I think I got 2 other drinks. I can't remember, but I think it was just like 4 drinks, and I was looking at it. I think it was like 6. Yeah, I think it was like 60 something or like whatever it said it was. And on the tip part, I put cash, because normally what I'll do is I'll put cash and I'll like leave money, and then I'll just whatever the total is, I just write that, and then fucking I wrote cash. And I actually legitimately got distracted having a conversation.
And you didn't put cash down?
I did not put cash down. I put cash.
Dick.
Dude, no, I was like, no, and I'm a good tipper. I'm actually really good. I'm actually usually like, and I mean, when I say I'm a good tipper, I mean like I always tip, or like I at least tip 15-20% depending on where I am. And I fucking did not tip on that.
Bartender's like looking under the.
He's like,
where's this one?
Yeah, he looks. He sees me across the place. He's like,
I didn't see the cash, dude.
I'm like. He's like, what does that mean? I'm like, I'm pretending I'm on the phone. I gotta make a phone call. Yeah. Anyways, I fucking tipped.
Man.
Only on that one. I tipped him on other times.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You know,
That's always a weird one too. Like if you buy multiple drinks, like
Tip
do you
every
tip
time?
every time,
So-
or do you just tip once at the beginning? Like,
yeah. No, what do you do? Because
I
sometimes
I usually end up tipping every time.
I do too.
Then I think about it. I'm like, well, I should just tip at the beginning and be like, hey, dude, I'm gonna be coming back.
yeah.
And
Maybe the move is, we'll see, that's a catch-22, because every time I give them my card, I don't leave it open, because I feel like I would just be irresponsible and I'd spend too much. So I have them run it every time, or pay in cash. And I wonder if I should start leaving it open and then tip.
well, that's the thing
At the
too. Is if
end.
you're gonna buy multiple drinks, you just leave it open.
Just leave it open, because I always feel like I would just be irresponsible with it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna drop a couple grand.
Dude.
They're like, you should have bought a bottle.
Fucking spent a couple $100 at Voodoo. Fucking Voodoo! When we went out that one time, I went to Voodoo and dropped like a couple $100. I was like, Anyways, it happens.
man.
I was
Good
buying
times.
everybody drinks. See, that's the other thing, is sometimes I'll get in that zone where I'm
You're
like,
just happy Wes, and you're
dude.
just buying everybody drinks.
you want a shot? Bro, you want a shot too? I want another
Someone
shot.
that doesn't even want a shot, you're just like, you want a shot? They're
He's
like,
like-
no, and then you're like, well, I'm gonna get you a shot.
I'm sober. I'm 8 years sober. Why are you here?
Who invited
Who
you?
invited him? Yeah.
No, if you're 8 years sober, that's fucking awesome though.
Yeah. Good.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to that. Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go to some expos this year.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. For sure, the Olympia. For sure, the Rock thing. And we're going to a bunch of shows in the next couple months for Blast House, which drops Wednesday.
Hey.
If you didn't know already.
Oscar.
But yeah, so it's gonna be fun.
don't know if you
Like,
guys-
it sucks that the Arnold didn't go through, but
Yeah.
we'll live.
Yeah, it's a little, obviously we're pissed about it, not only because we necessarily lost money, going, because a lot of people did, a lot of people
We didn't
lost,
lose as much as other people,
Yeah, that's for sure.
which is nice.
just pissed because, just wanted the experience.
We were
man.
excited for it, dude.
We were excited.
Ever since LA, I was like, oh man, I'm stoked for the Arnold.
I know. Yeah,
Because part of me was like, oh man, like it's all right if we don't have as much fun at LA because we're gonna go to the Arnold.
yeah, this was like it's okay. We're going to the Arnold, so it's
Everything we did wrong at LA,
Yeah.
we're just gonna make up for it in at the Arnold. Oh well,
good. I wonder how Arnold kind of felt about that whole thing about making that video.
dude, I bet he was fine.
You think so?
I bet so, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because Arnold Australia.
it's a little sketchy though, because like, how do you plan an event now? Because they're canceling so many events because of the coronavirus. Like
I wonder how long that's going to go on for.
I mean, logic says that as soon as the weather starts getting nice, like hopefully it will die off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But who knows, dude?
I know, because I was even thinking, I was like, shit, even by the time the next Olympia rolls around, are we still going to be good?
I would hope
Like,
that by then it's gone.
Fuck.
I mean, I'm praying that like this shit doesn't keep going for the next like 6 months. Like
Yeah.
that'd be, oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. I'm already sick of it, dude.
Yeah.
Just wash your fucking hands, people.
Just
Don't
wash
cough
your
on
hand-
people.
Yeah, dude. It's
Don't
like,
touch your eyes. You see that video of the lady that was like giving out tips? Like it was some politician, public service officer or something. I don't know. I don't think she was a politician. I think she just worked in like the community service office or something. Anyway, she was giving out tips about like how to avoid spreading the thing and how to avoid getting it. And she's like, don't touch your eyes, don't touch your face, don't touch your mouth. And then she like puts her finger in her mouth to like lick so she can turn the page. Yeah. But she does that right after she said
my God. Did you see that?
It was going wild on Facebook.
I saw the fucking video of did you see the video of the guy who just came back from visiting his dad in China, and he had his like daughter like sitting on his lap or whatever, and I think he for sure had the virus, and I don't know if she did, but they were like sharing a water bottle on a live interview that they were on. It was like going viral. So she's drinking this little water bottle, like she's just like drinking it, and he starts coughing. And he can't stop coughing, and so he like grabs the water bottle
and
from
drinks
her
it
and starts drinking it, and everybody's like,
And does he give it back to her?
yeah, and then he gives it back to her.
Oh man,
I know, bro. I'm like, come the fuck on, dude.
No, man, that's your water bottle now.
Yeah. Ew.
If I'm that little girl, I'm like, nah, dude, you're good.
He's just got like a fat cold sore too. He's like, I'm just kidding.
It's like pussy and shit.
Oh God.
Why is pus such a terrible word? Pus.
Just pussy.
Dude.
God, I just real pussy. Ew, it's
Dude,
gross. I
don't
hate
say
it.
that. Why would you say that?
Cut this out.
Who says that? I feel real pussy right now.
I'm just feeling real pussy right now.
Ugh, dude.
Yeah, I don't like that word at
It's
all.
like moist.
I don't really like that. Yeah, you know what? What's worse, moist
Or squirt. Squirt's kind of a weird one too.
squirt?
Chrissy hates the word squirt.
Squirt.
So I'll just say it constantly. In fact, she's probably listening to this. Squirt.
Pus. Squirty pus.
Oh man, this is gross.
Ew, that's
We're
fucking
losing
gross.
so many listeners right now.
Thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Yeah, solid episode right here.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I think this was a solid. I think there's a lot of takeaways from this.
Yeah.
1, coronavirus sucks.
Yes.
2, wash your ass.
Yes.
3, we're bummed as fuck about the Arnold.
100%.
But we're optimistic about upcoming expos.
Hey, and we aren't trying to jump on here and just, be freaking negative Nancy's, but we're just saying, hey, here's what happened, and,
And it kind of sucks because,
Yeah.
you know what? I feel like my immune system can handle that shit.
That's why I was mad. That's why I was mad, because I was like,
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
I was
yo.
going to be freaking balls deep in some Tito's at this expo. I was going to bring it the fuck up.
Alcohol kills corona, right?
That's what I heard. That's what I don't know if I actually heard that.
I mean,
Did you make that
it
up just
seems,
now?
It seems, seems legit.
I don't know if you made that up, but it sounds right. Tito's sponsor me. Fuck. Anyways.
That would be a good post for you.
Yeah.
I'm curing corona right now. Just you chugging a bottle of Tito's.
This might be the time that I make it. Fucking sponsor
You
me,
just go
Tito's.
viral as shit with that.
God, you never know.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you guys for listening. This has been episode 67 with your boy James.
And your boy Wes.
And we appreciate you guys for listening.
If you guys are watching this video, check out these clean ass Not for the Weak tees.
Look at Wes looking all juicy.
Hey.
Anyway, guys, we appreciate you for listening. Stay tuned for next week. I think we're going to have a guest next week. We're working on it right now, so it should be good. And make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, Not for the Weak PC. The link's below. And check out Blast House because it goes live on Wednesday, September. Where the fuck did September come from?
The 24th?
Blast House goes live March 11th.
Oh, nice.
At 5 p.m. Pacific time. Blasthouse.com. Stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
And we'll talk to you guys next time. Stay savage, my friends.
Peace.